Welcome to the channel, ladies and gents. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a great week so far. It's full spoilers for this, although potential spoilers anyway, because we don't know whether this is legitimate. I can't verify with my sources whether this is legitimate or not, but I will say this does go hand in hand with some of the information that has been coming out surrounding this project. So, Wonder Woman 1984. Test screening sounds awful. Oh dear. So, just as a recap, this started shooting, then it was pushed back and delayed, and then there were some rumours circulating that they were using this as a reboot of the DC Cinematic Universe or the DC Extended Universe, or whatever they want to call it this week. Elseworlds, other worlds, DC worlds, worlds of DC, whatever. So there was some rumours that they changed it all, and this actually goes hand in hand with that, basically. So let's get into it. Like I said, full spoilers ahead for all of this crap. Warner Brothers is reported to have held 2 test screenings for Wonder Woman 1984. One was back in June that was said to have been well received, but spoilers for one, reportedly held in October, offer what sounds like a complete disaster. Oh dear. Now, this is over on Cosmic Book News. Like I said, I have not verified this with my sources, so I don't know the validity of it. But they state that they were going to sit on the details, but since they liked the first movie so much, it's been bothering them. And I'm one of these people that actually liked the first movie as well. I thought it was pretty good. Now, it says, I'm not even sure if they have time to change things, because it's more about the story than anything else. But if the details are legit, Cosmic Book News doesn't know basically what to say. They've got no what it is. They've left them speechless, which is a shame. So, yeah, apparently it is that bad. Now, I won't reveal everything that was said, but some of the bad parts, again, in my opinion, but massive potential spoilers follow below. So let's get into it. Right, the test screening spoilers. It is claimed that some magic rock gives Pedro Pascal's Maxwell Lord his powers, which enables him to grant wishes to other people. However, those wishes cause monkey paw, horrific side effects, and in turn power Maxwell Lord even further. So he's just got some stone, has he? Odd. Could work though, actually. Playing devil's advocate, that could work for sure. Wonder Woman accidentally wishes for Steve Trevor back. However, per the monkey paw side effect, Steve Trevor is reincarnated in some other man's body, with only Diana able to see him. I don't think that sounds that bad, actually. Although, again, playing devil's advocate, but also on the flip side, I don't think that sounds that bad, but it can be bad. It's dependent on the execution. I mean, you know, you're walking into some Freaky Friday territory here, aren't you? When you can only see the true person. It can be bad. Now, the wish also causes Wonder Woman to lose some of her powers, to the point where she is vulnerable to bullets and knives. I don't think that's too bad, and the reason why I don't think that's too bad is because it adds some stakes. Wonder Woman is as powerful as, well, said to be in some incarnations anyway, as powerful as Superman. So the fact that she's then vulnerable to bullets and knives adds another layer. I mean, we've got Cheetah, right? You got Cheetah part of this. How would she have stood up against Wonder Woman if you didn't depower Wonder Woman in any way, shape or form? So again, I am going to play devil's advocate to some of this stuff because I don't think it sounds overly terrible. Now, this is also apparently how Kristen Wiig's character becomes Cheetah, by wishing it, because she wants to be like Diana, and that is how she eventually gets her Cheetah cat suit, super strength, etc. Interesting that it's a cat suit, because doesn't she actually turn into like a weird cross cheetah creature? Look, so far it's not terrible, but it's a bit central on Maxwell Lord, isn't it? And Pedro Pascal is not an incredible actor. He's okay, but he's not amazing. And he'll have to do a good performance in this if he is central to the to the overall story going on here. So I don't know really. Can be good, can be bad. Again, I'm playing devil's advocate somewhat here. So obviously Wonder Woman would figure all of this out, and apparently she learns what's going on, how all this stuff is happening, and then chooses to pursue Maxwell Lord, which causes Cheetah to turn on Diana, as she doesn't want to surrender her new life. Not overly sure how that would happen, if Diana's going to be just going after Maxwell Lord. You would think that it wouldn't just, remove everything that's been wished upon, but who knows. So since Wonder Woman also apparently lost the ability to fly, even though we never saw that in any of the, in the previous movie. So she lost the ability to fly. Her and Steve Trevor steal a jet and chase after Max and Barbara. Okay. I've just read the next bit. This is interesting. This is where it gets a bit dumb. Apparently, she has some never-before-seen power that enables her to make the jet invisible. Because I was literally just about to say, does she steal the invisible jet? Would not be, time period appropriate, but hey, maybe that's how she gets the invisible jet. No! She makes it invisible herself. What? That's not very good. And I've been playing devil's advocate for the most of this, but that's not very good at all. She can also throw lightning bolts by swinging her magic lasso, confirmed in footage released. Okay. Is she now Zeus? Like, what's going on here? Maxwell Lord's big plan is to hijack a satellite in Washington, D.C. and have everybody wish for something so he can become even more powerful. So he feeds off the stone, granting them powers, and he gets powerful off the back end of it. What does he become? I'm confused by this. Big battle ensues with Wonder Woman coming out on top. Maxwell Lord wishes he never wished in the first place, and poof, everything is back to normal. This means that Steve Trevor is back to being dead and Barbara is back to normal. What? Okay. But we're not done yet, as the Flick apparently rips off Meet Joe Black as the guy that Steve Trevor was possessing. He doesn't remember anything, but strikes up a conversation with Diana, and she agrees to go out on a date with him. Okay. Redditors note that this version of Wonder Woman 1984 received mixed reactions, as some felt it came off really goofy, really campy and simple, with others offering it's too slow and plot heavy. There is a lot going on in this plot. Again, it should be said that this may not be the final version of the movie, but all this about a magic rock, having everything wiped away, Wonder Woman having goofy powers, dating some guy at the end, it spells like a huge disaster. I mean, look, the thing is that a lot of this can't be changed. And I know you're going to go, yes, of course they can. No, because a lot of this is narrative structure. And I said this about the leaks with respect to Terminator Dark Fate ages ago. I said they're not going to be able to change anything with the reshoots. It's too late. I said it then. I'll say it again. Some of this stuff is narrative. They're not going to be able to change it. Some of this stuff doesn't sound too bad. It is all dependent on its execution. But if the people that have watched it have said it's crap, then it sounds like the execution isn't particularly great. So interesting, really. The whole magic rock business is super dumb. MacGuffin of the movie, but whatever. It just sounds too Maxwell Lord heavy, and Pedro Pascal's he's not that strong of an actor, so I don't think he's going to be able to carry it that well. But we knew that it was apparent this movie was going to be a bit campy. We were told that anyway, so who knows? And yeah, the trailer's due out in December, so we'll know soon enough the main pace of it. It's a bit of a shame that Barbara Minerva, Kristen Wiig's character, doesn't stay Cheetah. You'd think that she would, but apparently she doesn't. So I don't like these movies that the plot and the way the movie goes renders it pointless for what we've just watched, if that makes sense. Because the entire events of the movie, if this is legit, are undone at the end. And I always feel like those films feel like a big waste. Like a big waste of time. You know, there are ways you can do it, but that's not it. This is not how you do it, by just undoing everything. Like, ways around doing it, I guess. You know, if you look at, say, Back to the Future, for instance, those films, everything that they do in those films are rendered kind of redundant at the end, but then it continues off into the next movie where it then changes it even further. So there are ways of doing that, but just rendering the whole film pointless that you've just watched at the end of the movie, I do feel like, generally speaking, they kind of waste my time. So, I don't know. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Let me know down below in the comment section. If you are new here, make sure you do hit subscribe. Again, I've got to stress, I've not confirmed any of this with my sources, but it sounds believable anyway. So, like I said, if you're new here, hit subscribe. If for returning subscribers, make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you turn the bell notifications on. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I've been Mr. H. Take care.